What's up guys? Today's video is on the top 7 best cabin tent of 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers, so whether it's price performance or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Link the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. We'll kick off toadies. Number 7. OneTigris TEGIMEN Hammock Hot Tent. Looking for a way to set up a roomy tent but don't want to lug 25 pounds of excess weight into the woods? Try a hammock-style tent. One of the bulkiest components of tents is the poles that form the frame, and this tent from OneTigris gets rid of those altogether. Without poles, it takes up less space and keeps your camping load lighter. Without poles, the TEGIMEN is the lightest of all the tents on this list, weighing less than 7 pounds. The TEGIMEN, made of 70 denier ripstop nylon, is waterproof, rated at 3000 mm, and made for all seasons. The tent comes in a fabric bag along with stakes and guy lines for you to secure the tent between trees, although you can purchase poles if you want, but then you just defeated the purpose of this style of tent. If you want to use it in the winter, the TEGIMEN has 2 stove jacks, one on the wall, one on the top of the tent, which gives you some flexibility on where you can set up a stove. Many wilderness shelters start with a tight line between 2 trees, and this style of tent uses the same approach. Stretch guy lines out from the corners to finish setting up the tent. Zippers in the corners also let you set up a hammock on the same trees to create an instant bed. Bring along a camp stove to take advantage of the chimney exits and stay warm during the cool seasons. Accessories like hammock quilts and a tent floor are available. Remember that the frameless design makes this tent reliant on trees. Number 6. Coleman WeatherMaster. Larger groups owe it to themselves to consider Coleman's WeatherMaster cabin tent. This 6-person size provides 99 square feet of sleeping space, enough for 2 queen air mattresses and a 54 square foot screen porch. While the 10-person size doesn't include a porch, it does have 153 square feet of interior space that can fit 3 queen air mattresses. Both sizes boast an 80-inch center height that accommodates even the tallest campers. This tent comes in a 4-foot fabric bag and weighs 32 pounds, so it's on the heavy side for a 6-person tent. The tent uses 3 sets of color-coded steel poles, 1 set on each end and 1 in the center, for upright support, as well as shock-corded fiberglass poles for the unique hinge door. The tent structure is a little more complex than others, and so to minimize frustration, have a friend help put this together. As the name implies, this tent is designed to protect against the elements. Inverted, sealed seams keep water from entering from the ground, and a waterproof rain fly protects the tent's exterior. The tent itself is made from a coated polyester fabric, 68 denier mesh, and the rainfly is a 75 denier polyester. Setting up this cabin tent is probably more involved than you're used to, so get some helpers and expect to spend about 20 minutes pitching it. Once you're done, you'll have one of the best cabin tents around. Number 5. Core 11-person cabin tent. The Core 11 cabin tent is rated for 11 people, and they do fit, but we like to think of this as a high-end escape for outdoorsy couples. The front screen room is large enough to sit and enjoy your dinner away from the bugs with a 180-degree view. It's also a handy place to keep your gear at night. This sharp-looking tent comes with a carry bag and includes everything you need to set up: tent, poles, stakes, and rain fly. Setup is like other conventional tents by sliding flexible poles through sleeves and connecting to the support poles. You probably want at least 2 adults. Once you erect the cabin, the front screen room pops into place pretty easily. Note that if you intend on using the front screen room as an area for campers, there's only one way into the main cabin, and that's through the screen room. The main area of this tent is large enough to fit 2 queen mattresses if you're generous enough to share, while you can squeeze another queen mattress into the front screen room if you need. A gear loft provides storage for small items where they can hang to dry and stay out of the way. For those tall campers who hate having to slump while inside, this tent is awesome. The center peak is 86 inches tall and makes this cabin tent feel incredibly roomy. Enjoy stargazing with the see-through roof during nice weather and button down the waterproof rain fly when you need more shelter. This cabin tent is more expensive than some alternatives, but the premium features are well worth it. Number 4. Unistrength cabin tent. When you want the ultimate cabin tent experience, check out this masterpiece from Unistrength. This roomy vacation getaway is more of a second home than a tent. Sizes as small as 10 feet in diameter are available, but we love the idea of the 23-foot portable Palace. Unistrength cabin tent is actually a yurt-style tent. Even the smallest of these, at 3 meters in diameter, is heavy and weighs around 44 pounds, while the largest jump to over 100 pounds. The tent material is waterproofed cotton, which has a pipe vent that is surrounded by fireproof fiberglass fabric. The floor of the tent is a waterproof ripstop PVC material. The Unistrength's rugged construction and steep roof are suitable for all seasons. There's even a place to install a chimney for a wood-burning stove. The tent comes in a cloth carrying bag along with a center pole, a frame for the door entrance, and ropes and stakes for tying it down. And as large as these things are, setup is relatively straightforward. One person can set it up in about 30 minutes, but having at least one extra person assist will help you keep your sanity. Waterproof canvas keeps you sheltered against rain and snow, while windows and the roll-up walls let in light and fresh air when the weather cooperates. The PVC floor is waterproof and strong enough to hold up to extended use. The price and size of this tent make it a stretch for most campers, but for the most luxurious outdoor adventure or even a rental or guest house, it's just about perfect. Number 3. Kazoo cabin tent. If you imagine your ideal cabin tent, this one from Kazoo probably comes pretty close to fitting that description. A rip-resistant waterproof polyester fly is tough enough for life in the outdoors and will keep you dry when the weather turns on you. The main tent's mesh sides let you enjoy a panoramic view and fresh air. A fold-out awning shields the entry from sun and rain. This tent opens like an umbrella, so setup is quick and easy for a single person. The aluminum frame is lightweight and won't rust. Once pitched, the 4-person tent is a little small for a cabin tent, standing 61 inches, just over 5 feet, but the larger 6-person version has a peak of 73 inches. The Kazoo weighs in at 17.5 pounds and is made of 210T ripstop fabric, which is both waterproof and breathable. At 10 feet wide, it can accommodate, snugly, 2 queen-sized mattresses and some gear, though you'll probably want to leave your bulkier items in your vehicle if you have 2 mattresses. The carrying case contains the tent, 10 guy lines, 18 stakes, and a hammer. The whole package is 4 feet long, so you'll definitely want to drive it to your campsite. Number 2. Wenzel 8-person Klondike tent. The Wenzel company has been around since 1887, and they know a thing or two about making a tent. Spacious, weather-resistant, and sturdy, the 8-person Klondike is what makes camping fun. The setup is somewhat standard, but the roof utilizes fiberglass poles that connect to steel upright supports. It took me about 30 minutes to set up for the first time by myself. Although it is possible for one person to set up, it's in your best interests to have at least one helper. This is especially the case when putting the rain fly on. The Klondike is tall, and draping the rainfly over it is a challenge, even if it is not windy. Once set up, this tent just looks cool. It not only provides shelter, but the addition of the front screen room distinct from the main cabin is a great feature. The primary living space is 11 feet wide, which offers plenty of room for 2 queen-sized mattresses, plus room for some gear. Wenzel put a lot of thought into making this tent breath, too. It has large mesh windows, mesh openings at the top, and a mesh vent at the back to keep air flowing. Like most tents, the Klondike uses a removable rainfly to keep out the elements. The tent is made of weather armor polyester fabric and utilizes double-stitched seams, which does well in rain. However, some customers report leakage in continuous heavy downpours, so it's probably a good idea to use some Scotchgard to waterproof the rainfly for extra protection. Number 1. Coleman 6-person cabin tent. Coleman is a leader in outdoor equipment, and the 6-person cabin tent is easily one of the best options on the market. One of its standout features is the instant setup, which uses built-in telescoping poles that lock easily and securely into place and collapse with the press of a button for tear down. My wife and I set this up in about a minute, so it is as easy as Coleman claims on its packaging. Add another minute or two to stake it down, and you're ready to move into your temporary home away from home. Inside the finished product, you'll find a 10-foot wide space where, in theory, you can put down 2 queen-sized mattresses if you want to eat up most of the available room. It's ideal for a small family or group with, say, 2 twin-sized mattresses or 4 sleeping bags and some additional gear. If you go ahead and cram 6 sleeping bags in there, which you can, you'll need to leave your extra gear in a vehicle or another tent. The Coleman 6-person cabin tent is weatherproof, and I made sure to test this. I set this tent up as rain moved in and slept like a baby in it overnight without the hint of a leak. Plus, the welded corners and inverted seals kept the groundwater out. Made from double-thick polyguard fabric, it's tough and durable. Nearly every feature of this tent is ideal for a weekend camping getaway, even if the weather turns foul. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button. Press the bell icon and comment below. Check out the description to find the product links.